looking good technology have been applied to men's underwear. Yay! We've now got firm buns, a bigger package, and more. Paul O'Leary, creator of the wonderwear that is Shreddies, joins us on the phone. Hi, Paul. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Paul, it was reported recently that Jeremy Paxman had come out and complained that men's undies aren't supportive or comfortable enough. Was this your inspiration?
No, not at all. We've been on this project for a year and a half now. It's only when Paxman went in the press complaining about gusset anxiety and lack of support in men's underwear that we decided it might be a good idea for us to start disclosing what we've been working on for all this time. We're actually sponsored by De Montfort University. It's a government-funded scheme that invests in new innovations, British innovations, to make sure they have the proper protection so that they can make money for the innovators rather than the designs being copied and imported without the innovators actually benefiting from their new designs.
So you've been working on this pants project on The Secret for the last couple of years. You've now been able to come out and say, look at our pants, what's in the pants?
Yeah, well, the first thing we had to do was finish the designs and then get the patent applications in. And we've patented several aspects of our underwear. The first primary function that we were aiming to achieve was flatulence filtration. There's over 2 million people in this country that suffer from permanent flatulence issues through gastric disorders such as irritable bowel syndrome, functional dyspepsia, peptic ulcers, Crohn's disease. The list goes on, food intolerances. Mm-hmm. These people suffer permanently from poor digestion and really, really malodorous flatulence. There's another 2 million people in this country who suffer from that on a temporary basis. So our primary function was to try and filter out flatulence odours, and we were using a brand new technology, which is activated carbon jersey cloth, which has been innovated by a local company to us just 2 years ago. And the applications are few and far between at the moment. They're being used in chemical warfare suits. But we saw a potential to use it for filtering out flatulence odours. The benefit of that material is that it's flexible, unlike all previous carbon materials, which were woven and therefore not really suitable for underwear. In the process of getting that carbon filter panel to fit snugly to the body, we realised that on gentlemen, you had to lift the testicles and penis out from between the legs. Otherwise, they create a void between the back of the scrotum and the anus. So by lifting them up, we were able to achieve more effective flatulence filtration. And then everyone went, wow, I've never seen a pair of pants that made your packet look that good. And all of our investors agreed that this was worth patenting in itself.
Okay, well, let's just go back there for one moment. Okay, can I just ask, when it comes to the flatulence filtration area...
Yeah, not easy to say.
How exactly does it work? 'Cause surely it has to go somewhere. So eventually, will it not escape?
Well, activated carbon is the material that's used in extractor filters, for example. And the reason it's used is it's because it's one of the most porous materials known to man. And you can create carbon by burning just about anything. And carbon, activated carbon, if you were to look at it through an electron microscope, you would see that it's an incredibly porous material. So odours, which are in fact airborne vapours, there are so many little nooks and crannies in the activated carbon that all of the vapours that are present in any gas cling to the little holes, and that stops the odour passing through.
We have that clear, but I want to move on a little bit because it is lunchtime for some people.
All right, yeah, sure.
It gives you a big package in the front as well. And
it does, yeah.
There's another third element to these pants, isn't there?
Yeah, adjustable support, yeah.
Now, is that for your bottom to make you look like you've tight buns? Or is
it has an effect on your packet at the front. By getting this snug-fitting panel to the gusset, we had to lift the testicles and penis up.
Okay, yeah.
So we created this sling, which runs from hip to hip, and it's a tauter material than the rest of the pants are made from. And it also, on one of our versions, it has an elasticated strap which connects to the hip also, which has buttonholes in it, and you can adjust the level of support, and you can actually make your packet rise and fall depending on what you're doing.
Wow. How did you get into this? I mean, you used to design kitchens. How did you go from designing kitchens to designing these amazing pants?
Well, when I first started the kitchen business, I was making furniture, installing furniture, delivering furniture, and getting in and out of the transit van every evening, making several deliveries. I've suffered from what we used to jokingly refer to as transit nads, where your testicles are squashed together between your thighs every time you move your foot over from the accelerator to the brake. And the only way of stopping that from happening, as all men will know, is to get your hand down your pants and lift everything up and drop it on top of your thighs.
I do that. I sneakily try and do that. Yeah. Sometimes I find myself doing it in public, and I'm trying to make sure that there's no eyes on me. Quickly rearrange it. Yeah, it's really. We're going to have to go, Paul.
Okay, no worries.
For a couple of reasons. But I have to say, they do sound great. The pants are called Shreddies. Paul O'Leary from Shreddies. Thank you very much for joining us.
You can buy the pants online on myshreddies.com.
Brilliant.
The Spin with Claire McKenna and Jonathan McRae on Spin 103A.
There you go.
I really wanted to ask why they were called Shreddies, but his answers just kept going into flatulence, filtration, and the lifting of testicles. It was frightening.
One of the most bizarre interviews I've